Hey guys. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have started, sharing a different type of content. I mean, what I've really been focused on in my own life is aligning to a new timeline and a new reality. And that may sound a little weird to some of you. I've been immersed in this world probably for, 12 plus years. It started with, learning about manifestation, and basically I've just been on this journey for like 12 years now, maybe longer, because technically I was manifesting ever since I was like 12 years old and I just didn't know it. So now I'm kind of on this deeper level of manifestation. I truly believe I manifested my husband, and living where I live, probably the last 10 places I've lived, I manifested. But I kind of got into this weird relationship with manifestation over the last few years, probably ever since I moved back here, to be honest. I moved back to Pittsburgh in 2018, and my husband and I had always talked about moving back to Florida because that's where we had lived for a little bit, and I really just loved it there. I feel like Florida is actually where I'm supposed to be, but I am here now, and I've been here for 8 years now, and the plans are to stay here for another 8 years. So yeah, I've kind of lost faith a little bit in manifestation just because, I think I just kept questioning okay, well, if manifestation's real, then why the F am I still here? But in a sense, I've always viewed being here as an incubation period for me in a way. I know there's a lot of lessons that I've learned already in the past 8 years. And I think there's still more lessons that I need to learn while living here. And I think I've learned a lot of them, learning how to accept where I'm at right now. But at the same time, I also kind of craved a deeper understanding of manifestation, because I felt I have a lot of the pieces in my life that I manifested, those are here in my reality. They may not always look how I thought they would look, but I truly can say I have a great life. On paper, especially. Sometimes my mind likes to trick me into thinking, I need something different. But anyways, I think manifestation for me kind of started to feel a little surface level. More things, more money. I mean, okay, more money, changes your reality. But I don't want more money to just bring material things into my life. Of course, there's things I want, right? But that's not enough for me. I needed a deeper understanding of manifestation and what it is I truly wanted. And I finally started to find that I finally found that when I started learning about quantum leaping, timeline jumping, and basically how to change your reality by aligning to a new identity. And then furthermore, I learned a little bit, and I have a lot more learning to go, but I learned a little bit about how neuroscience actually backs all of these claims that have to do with quantum leaping, timeline jumping, and things like that. And the reason I think I can help others with this is because I can kind of see things from both a practical and a spiritual perspective. So, for me, when I see someone talking about quantum leaping, so to say, or, aligning with a new timeline, I always got stuck because I'm okay, yes, there's a certain reality and vision that I see in my mind, but I feel stuck because I have a family and I'm a housewife and I'm a mom. I didn't feel like I could change my reality because of those things. And instead of taking responsibility for my own actions, thoughts, and, feelings, I was blaming my reality on those things. I feel like at the essence of what quantum leaping and timeline jumping and aligning with a new reality, what I believe those things actually are taking small baby steps. And I've actually always believed this, but I finally have like a way to actually express it. Taking small baby steps, creating small micro habits that can actually help you call in that new reality without having to blame like the people in your life for holding you back, because it really is all about taking responsibility for yourself, the actions that you take, the thoughts that you have, the beliefs that you have, and so on and so forth. So once you're able to kind of decide like, okay, this is how I see myself now, you have to like trick your mind into seeing yourself differently. So what this means in like a practical sense is like figuring out like who is it you actually want to be. And I feel like from a very basic standpoint, like how you could kind of figure this out if you don't already know is think about the things that are an issue for you in your life currently. What do you want those things to actually be like? And then you can kind of like create the identity type from there, I guess. So for me, I kind of coined my own little identity pseudonym for myself, Millionaire Goddess Gabby. That's kind of what I'm working with right now. And again, it's not about the money, but it's about having the freedom and the options to live my life how I want, and to express myself how I desire. So you need to figure out for yourself, like, okay, like who is my ideal identity? And what I've learned too is even when you do manifest the things that you want in your life, you're always going to probably want to take on a new identity. And I used to feel bad about that. And I'm like, you know what? No, like it's okay to want more and more and more. It doesn't mean that you have to be upset with your current like life circumstances, but you're allowed to choose differently again and again and again. And with all that being said, so once you figure out like, okay, this is the person that I want to be, you have to consciously decide like, this is who I am now. Even if you have no external proof that that is who you are. And that's the key, I think, to all of this, being a little bit delusional. But I think that's always been the hard part for me personally, especially like I said, since I'm a mom, since I'm a housewife, like I do things on a daily basis that are like, okay, like I'm scrubbing the shower right now. Would Millionaire Goddess Gabby be scrubbing the shower right now? No, probably not. She probably would hire someone to do that for her. And total side note, I am going to be looking for cleaning ladies because I hate wasting my time cleaning the shower. I feel like it's a total waste of my creative energy and my ideas and whatnot that I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. But anyways, I think what's helped me kind of allow myself to evolve into Millionaire Goddess Gabby is taking, these small baby steps and making choices that Millionaire Goddess Gabby would make. So it doesn't feel so overwhelming. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm sure we all want to just change like that. And I do feel like that's probably possible. Like that probably would have been possible for a 25-year-old Gabby that had no real responsibilities. But right now I do have responsibilities. I have responsibility to my family. I have responsibility to this home that I live in. There's things circumstances that I have in my life that aren't bad, but they're just things that I have to deal with reality sometimes. But I think another side of this is once you start like aligning your choices and your habits with your ideal identity, is that you actually start to see those things differently. And it's so much clearer as to what things are like a waste of time and a waste of energy. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of come on here and like share with you guys the direction I'm going in. I'm also in the very slow process right now of building an AI or an app. I still haven't fully decided like what it is going to be yet. Basically, I created a GPT, my own personal GPT on ChatGPT. It's called Gabi.ai, Gabi.ai. And I do have an Instagram for it. I would love for you to follow it so you can see, you know, the progress of it. But basically, it's like my own version of ChatGPT, but it's different in the sense that like I can ask it, okay, like, is this choice aligned with my ideal identity? Because what I've found is when I do ask just regular ChatGPT certain things, you know, it just has such a logical masculine energy sometimes, and I just don't relate to that all the time. It's like, and I love my husband, it's like trying to talk to my husband about something that's bothering me and then him giving me solutions, because that's just what men do. They give solutions. They're not necessarily there just to listen to you like, you know, females are. So I felt like, okay, I need an AI confidant that could kind of like be something I talk to almost as like a friend, but that's maybe a little bit wiser than me. So go follow, it's Ask Gabi. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. It's something I've been wanting to do probably since like April. I started thinking about this. I don't know when we're actually going to launch or anything yet. I know at some point I'm going to need beta testers, because obviously like I could think something works really well, but you might not resonate with it at all. And then I'll have to go back to the drawing board. But yeah, that's just kind of the direction I'm headed in right now. And I would love to support you. Hope we can walk together on this journey. Bye.